I read the book. I learned a lot about the history of the auto industry and the alliance that you built, Nissan, Renault, the success that you had. Why ultimately do you think they turned on you?
Well, because they did not want any additional convergence between Renault and Nissan. They were afraid that we would be heading toward a merger. And frankly, I was against the merger because I'm convinced from a management point of view that it would be a complete mistake to merge the two companies, because then we will end up with, first-rate citizen, second-rate citizen, which usually is at the base of the collapse of many mergers. I was against it, but they thought that I would collude with the French government to establish a merger, even though I was against it. And they decided just to get rid of me in a way which, frankly, is neither subtle nor very smart.
You call it old Nissan. You refer to for the company that you led. When did you realize that old Nissan was working against you?
Well, old Nissan had always worked against me since 1999. When I arrived in 1999, you can imagine that a lot of, Japanese were against the fact that the foreigner would come, would turn around successfully a major company and would become some kind of a role model in the industry of Japan, model for change, model for globalization, model for openness, etc. So they didn't like it. I knew they existed into the company. I didn't want to fight them. I want to fight them not by, persecuting them, but by demonstrating to them that this is the way to go, through a strong performance of the company, through a strong growth, through profit, and through a good vision and a nice strategy. Unfortunately, at a certain point in time, because of this exacerbation of a nationalistic point of view, due, I must also say, to maneuvers coming from the French side, which was not very smart, we ended up into the situation where this alliance is collapsing, even after 17 or 18 years of remarkable work. And this alliance, after having reached the status of the largest automotive group in the world in 2017 and 2018, is today crumbling.
What would you tell a foreign CEO that was considering taking a job atop a Japanese company?
Make sure before you go that the hostage justice system in Japan has changed. Frankly, I had some suspicion on the justice system in Japan when I've seen so many scandals of a Japanese company where never a Japanese executive was arrested or was tried. We had the Fukushima problem, we have the airbags of Takata, etc. And frankly, even though there have been a lot of casualties and a lot of, nobody really paid for that, which was surprising for me. But I never thought that we will end up with the system where the prosecutors prevail in 99.4% of the cases. It's unbelievable. I mean, I didn't know that, even though I've lived in Japan for 19 years. I never thought this statistic was serious, but having been through the system, I'm a little bit surprised that it's only 99.4%, that it's not 100%.
When you planned your escape, obviously it was daring. There's a lot written about it. Did you ever think it wouldn't work?
Oh, yeah. I knew it was risky, but you know what? I was already in hell. So probably the risk is if I fail, I would be in a darker corner of hell. But if this was successful, then I would be in a completely different world. And that's why I think it was worth it, even though it was very risky.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.